I ain't scared of you, mother. I'm gonna tell you something straight off the mother press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
I mean, what am I capable of? I'd like to think that I'm a nice person. But I don't know, man. A lot of it is context. There's a lot of things I wonder if the world was different. Like if murder was legal, I might have killed a few people. I don't know. I'd love to think, oh, I would never do that. But we really need the law against murder. For one simple reason. The law against murder is the number one thing preventing murder. We'd like to think it's because, like, oh, I would never do that. No, it's because it really getting caught murdering. A lot. If murder was legal, or just a misdemeanor, like you get a thing in the mail, ah, shit, they had a camera there. Oh, If murder was legal, there would be so much murder. Regular people would murder. Murderers would murder even more. And then really nice, sweet people would murder a few people. But nobody would murder no people. You wouldn't trust somebody who didn't murder. If murder was legal, you wouldn't like them. I never killed anybody. Okay, nice meeting you. Ugh. What a creep. I mean, not even a hooker. Live a life. What's wrong with that guy? He's like a Mormon or some shit. I hate those guys. I think he's nice. Shut up, Janet. It would just... If murder was legal, there would be a lot of murder. Children would behave very differently. Because mostly parents would be murdering their own kids. That's mostly what would happen if murder was legal. You'd be, you know, you go to a mall, there'd be like 8 different moms in the mall just, I told you to stop it! You didn't listen to me! You'd be stepping over dead kids. It would be like a new problem. You have to clean up your kids when you kill them, because it's gross. It's bad for the environment. If you murder your child in a public place, please use one of the red bags that are in the dispensers every 3 feet of America. Put your murdered child in the red bag with a logo of a murdered kid on it. Next to the other logo that tells you not to let your alive kid play with a plastic bag because they might suffocate. In which case you could just leave them in the bag. That is a whole bunch of horrible thoughts right in a row. Right in a row. That is a compressed area of bad thoughts.
I don't know. The only thing that bums me out though is that you're not supposed to laugh at gay people when they're funny, because sometimes they just are. They're funny. Like I lived in New York for a lot of my life, and in my neighborhood everybody was gay, and it you know, some guys are just a guy walking down the street, but some gay guys are a guy in little shorts and a half shirt and, you know, combat boots spray painted green and a whistle, and he's standing on the corner going, "Hello, it's hot outside." That's not a stereotype. Those guys by the thousands. And when I see them, I laugh really loud. I just do. And people are like, don't laugh at him because he's gay. No, I'm not. I'm laughing because he's weird and silly. He's hilarious. How am I supposed to react? Hello? Oh, hello. Hello, yes. Seriousness is, yes. It's stupid. I never understood people judging people for the way they have sex. Some people get angry at home just for being gay. They get mad at them. Arrgh. I never really understood that, you know, because they're just having Like, I can understand if gay people were just running out in the streets, just the ass willy-nilly, just like a pestilence, like, without asking, you know? Like you're at the ATM. Hey, what the Jesus! God damn it! Some faggot just right in the ass. Seriously. Right through my pants. Ruined my new pants. Fucking shit. Another one. God damn it. I gotta get. This is ridiculous. But they generally don't do that, so I don't know what the problem is. People get mad. They don't want them to don't get married. Well, you don't have to go to the wedding. What the f*** to buy him anything? It doesn't matter. So, some people go like, well, then a guy will marry his dog. Good. Hope he blows his dog. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any effect on your life. What the fuck do you care? Or people that try to talk like it's a social issue. Like when you see someone stand up in a talk show and say like, how am I supposed to explain to my child that two men are getting married? I don't know. It's your shitty kid. You tell him. Why is that anyone else's problem? Two guys are in love, but they can't get married because you don't want to talk to your ugly child in 5 minutes? Who cares about your shitty kid? He's probably a faggot anyway. How stupid is that? All right.
Good. Nice to be here. I'm in a great mood today, actually, because I had with my wife, which is amazing. It is. We never have sex anymore, my wife and I, because we have a baby, and our baby is an asshole. It's brutal. Now I understand the baby in the garbage. I wouldn't do it, but I understand it. We don't sleep. We never have sex. It's ridiculous. It's been so long. Then I woke up to crying. My penis was crying. Like, we never do it anymore. Why not? She won't let us. Get somebody else, that bitch. I hate her. You can't. I don't know why my Mexican. It just kind of worked out that way. No, man. The last time we had, it's been so long that even now when I masturbate, I just fantasize about other times that I masturbated. That's all I have to work with now. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. That was good. But so today, finally, we're having sex, and it was great. But I was trying not to have an orgasm because I wanted her to have a shot at it, because I like her, you know. And, so I'm trying to think of things to not come. And, you know, you have to do that. And it's a weird thing about at the moment of ecstasy, the woman is thinking about just glory and beautiful things, and the guy's thinking of dog shit or whatever it is to maintain her up there. You gotta, you know, she's like, flowers and puppies and happy, and Nixon's face with crap all over it. Something. No, yay! Liza Minnelli having diarrhea. I don't know, something. Help me. So I was trying to remember what I used to think about to not come, and I couldn't remember because it's been 1,000 years. And I'm trying to think, and I started thinking about Walmart, and I had to go to Walmart to get a watch battery. And I was remembering being at the jewelry counter at Walmart. How depressing is that, the jewelry counter in a Walmart? You could clean it out for $40, the whole thing. And I was remembering being there, and the lady that works, the big fat lady, and she's like, she's literally making that noise. She's like, and she's got hair just shooting out of her face. She had hair in her eyeball, and I'm remembering this fat, gross, hairy lady, and I had a huge orgasm. I just shot up. I don't know what happened, but so I got to get that checked out. That's a problem. Yeah, we have a baby. It's great having a baby. I love it. We were thinking of adopting a baby from a third world country. It's good to do that because you don't have to worry about them. You leave them outside, whatever. But we went... we had a baby, and it's a big responsibility having a baby, right? You have to name your baby. That's a big responsibility, you know, because whatever you name your baby, other kids in school are going to make fun of their name. It doesn't matter what you name them, they're going to find a way to rhyme it and make them feel bad. Like Joey Blowy, Louie Screwy, Mike, your mother's a dyke, whatever. They find a way. They can do this with any name. What's your name, sir? Bob, you fat jerk. See? So we decided to name our daughter something nobody can mess with, so we named her Diarrhea Elbow Fart, because really, you can only improve that name.
This is a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win, the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always... And then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example.
Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts. Have their medication available at all times. And anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now. Do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't get a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we f others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice.
You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
I'm not afraid of her. So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. Why? Because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid. She's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is. She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm like, yeah, you love it. I think she digs me now. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other, man. Another kid. Why not? Let them all in. Good. Here's the thing. I never judge other parents now. I never do. I used to, but I never do. When you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid, she's like, shut up. I hate you. You're ugly. And people are standing around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible mother. Well, guess what? Those people aren't parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that shitty kid do to that poor woman? That poor woman. I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man. You don't know. Or when you see a parent that seems to be negligent. You see a parent in McDonald's with the kid, and the parent's like, I can't take this shit anymore. And just collapsed, and all the shopping bags are just strewn everywhere. And the kid's happy. The kid's eating French fries. And the kid asks a question like, Mama, why is the sky blue? And she's like, just shut up and eat your French fries. And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess what? You don't know what the you're talking about. You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Until you don't even know who you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why? Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they and had me and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because we're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract at the end. It's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be.
Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll eat your french fries, you little shit. God damn it.